Welcome along to the Encore Lounge at Wolverhampton's Grand Theatre. I've got a noisy lot over here because the Cage Aux Folles is on at the minute, and these are the Cagelles. Now, you boys have got a majorly important part of the show. I think normally you would be the ensemble, but that is not the case here, is it? You have got massive bits and pieces to do in this show, which move all the story along as well.
Thank you.
Thank you. All important. Right, before we get to have a chat, just to remind you, please share if you're watching us on Facebook, and also you can ask questions if there's something you want to know, whether it be makeup tips or where you get jogging bottoms from for when you're relaxing after a show. Then do let us know. It's quality.
Sponsored by.
But we also do a bit of a roll call now, just so we know who we've got, because we are one Cagelle down. Unfortunately, Richard Levy, Angelique, is not with us. So let's run through the list. Matt Ives.
Hello.
You are Bittel? Okay, we'll learn about her a little bit later on. Louis George Daniels.
Hello.
Chantel.
Yes.
Hello to you. Now Hannah. Hannah is trouble. Jordan Livesey.
Yes, she is.
So, with the makeup on, it is difficult to spot from this picture that is you, and those definitely are not your natural eyebrows, are they?
How dare you? No, they're not.
You look doubly startled then as well, but there we go.
They are.
And we've got Oliver Proudlock John.
Hello.
Mercedes. That's good to see you. And Brian Marie. I can't. What's your character name?
Phaedra.
That's just impossible to say as well. Brian, welcome to you. And finally, Luke Byrne.
Hello.
Rochelle on the back row. So, important parts in the show, and an amazing production. And the show opens with you guys as girls on stage, and anybody who doesn't know the show is not going to know they are not ladies out there as you start to perform. And is it an interesting challenge becoming a woman, several nights a week and an extra matinee or two as well?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
different. It can be therapeutic. It can be very irritating. It can be a mixture of the both at the same time.
But I mean, the dancing itself, and I've seen women dancing in high heels in nightclubs, and it isn't always as elegant as it could be. However, you carry it off with such skill. You must have spent hours practicing in these things.
It's a long time practicing.
And what was the run-up for this like? How long were you in rehearsals for?
Rehearsals for us were 3 weeks in London, just before Christmas. Then we had a week off for Christmas, and then we came back, did a day's run-through, had 2 days to tech the show in Oxford with a 4.5-hour dress rehearsal, because we have so many costume changes. Sometimes didn't go too well, with the wig changes as well, and getting into makeup and things, so you're doing long days, and then we opened in Oxford, and that was about it. We only had just over I'd say 3.5 weeks to get the show ready, and then we tidied things up and made things happen that we wanted over the tour, and with our choreographer Bill, we made sure that we got everything as we needed it to be.
But there's not only the shoes to deal with, there are the wigs as well, and some amazing moves. And yet, I for the first part of the first act, I thought some hair was going to go flying, and then you're able to remove them at the end of that. So clearly, they are not stuck on as tightly as could be. So how did you get away with that?
There are pins.
We have
Pins, a lot of pins, and we have a little wig cap as well that sits on our head, and we get like really tight tape around that, and we have loads of little pin curls in our hair. So there's a lot of layers underneath the wig to keep it on.
And a lot of makeup changes as well as the costume changes. And we have 3 of the boys who are looking like boys just at the minute. However,
Almost. Always with a heavy contour.
Well, yes. But some awesome eye makeup there. And do you get involved in doing that yourselves as well? 'Cause it's probably easy, or do you have to work each other's makeup, or do you have a full makeup team?
No, we do it
ourselves.
All we have to learn pretty quickly in those 2 days we got from tech. We came in, it took us originally about 2 hours. We'd come in at 8 and start rehearsals at 10 in Oxford, and I think slowly, so now you can get it down to half an hour because you know what you're doing, but at first you was literally just slapping wall paint on. I mean, I looked a riot.
Yeah, I think the photos were all burnt somewhere.
We've kind of forgotten about those days.
Yeah, they didn't exist. They were a long time.
But there is an awful lot of glitter in there, and the last thing you want... and any of you wearing contact lenses, or are you all got 20/20? So
contact, no.
Contact lenses and glitter.
Contact lens.
That's not a good combination, surely.
It's actually not too bad. Sometimes I get glitter in my eye and my eye goes red, so I'm like trying to smile with a big red eye, so that's not attractive. But it doesn't really bother me, really, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. But again, it is looking amazing, and close up, it still looks amazing, because sometimes on stage it is over exaggerated, so the audience at the back can see. But here we've got the detail as well, so that makes it even more interesting, harder work. So let's find out about your characters. Let's move down the line. So first of all,
I play Hannah from Hamburg, and she's a dominatrix. She has a bullwhip that she likes to use around in her solo, and she uses it backstage to keep the girls in check.
And those sounds of the ball,
They're live.
yeah, it's real.
That is real. We had a lady come in, a lovely girl come in who's it's one of her acts she does. She can do 2, 3 whips, all the different double whip crack. It's amazing. But we had to go into rehearsals with it, and we had to wear safety goggles. And we had to just stand there with your feet apart and just learn how to do it really basic and make nothing of it. And then Bill Dima got his hands on it and went, right, let's do this, and let's do this, add a kick in here, let's do that, and let's have a double whip there. And I was like, I'm not going to get a double whip in. I just learned how to do a single. But no, it's a real thing.
But bad enough choreographing the feet, let alone having to include.
She's dangerous as well. You can get yourself slashed.
I can imagine.
And all sorts.
And if somebody's in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Oh yes. Our leading man nearly got in the wrong place the other night.
Ooh.
And he had to back up against the statue on the stage, and he was like, "Oh, I was in the way. I'm so sorry." It's so dangerous. It can be.
Okay, next Cagelles.
Batel. So she's the young one of the lot, very giggly, pretty much to the audience's dismay. Every 5 seconds, I think I'm giggling. Yes, Antanas. Yeah, no, she's young, she's fiery, she has a lot of laughs, a lot of ad-libs.
And do you think you are very much like the character then? Is this you? In a wig?
Not at all, there's far too much energy there. But no, has a lot of fun.
And next?
I'm Chantal. She is the opera diva of the Cagelles.
Okay, now so just stop there. Opera diva? In real life? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
They picked on you, they can carry on.
I sing lots of high bits in the show, a couple of them, which is fun. And yeah, she can be a bit of a diva sometimes, but she likes a little giggle. She's a little bit demure. She's fun. Yeah.
On to Brian.
I play Phaedra. Phaedra's quite saucy and naughty. She's
Hang on, just stop there again. Anything like Brian? Is he saucy and naughty? No takers on that one. Carry on.
She's very quick with her tongue. I do a lot of quick tongue action in the show. For example, that's what she does.
And that's your opening number, which gets an ooh. That definitely got a reaction last night.
Yeah, it gets a laugh, so I enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, next please.
I'm Mercedes.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's a bit mysterious, a little bit classy, a little bit sassy. Yeah.
And you're happy with that? And finally.
Rochelle. Rochelle's a bit sassy. She can be a bit grumpy at times. I think she's the grumpy one out of the lot. She likes to.
Where's she got that from?
She's the one that stands at the back of the dressing room and chain smokes a cigarette because she's really not interested in what anybody else is doing, apart from herself. But I think that's about it, really.
And it is a high energy show for all of you, and you're probably still on the high of having taken part in it, because it is completely feel good. It tells a story. There are obviously highs and lows in pretty much everybody's story, but by the end of the show, you really are up there, and you're partying on that stage, aren't you?
It is good fun.
Yeah,
It's do have good fun. It's hard work, but but then when you get to the can and you face it, and you just oh, here we go, dig deep, just
deep.
get it out there and just do it, and then we have a nice break in Act 2, and then we do have a bit of a laugh in the best of times at the end in the bows, which is really nice.
Everyone gets each other.
It's really good. It's lovely.
Yeah, it's like a labour of love.
Yeah,
It's hard, but we love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And is there any of you who are taking these outfits home at the weekend?
Absolutely
No.
not. No way.
Far away.
By the time you're all done and ready to relax.
Yeah.
Right away, absolutely.
Well, it's a fantastic show. You guys do an amazing job, whether you're boys or girls, however you're behaving on stage. It is utterly fantastic. You can see this at Wolverhampton's Grand Theatre right the way through until Saturday. There's a Matinee on Saturday too, so make sure you get along for that one. 01902 429212 is the box office number, or grandtheatre.co.uk to get yourself online. But once again, thank you to the Cagelles.
Thank you.
Thank you.